The runway at a restricted Los Angeles airfield hums with quiet activity long before sunrise. No reporters, no security chaos, no flashing cameras, just a minimalist choreography of private guards, aviation staff, and a single path illuminated for one aircraft. Hours earlier, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco slipped out of the city through a decoy route designed to mislead anyone who might be watching. Their real destination is this hidden terminal, where a custom Boeing 787 Dreamliner, built for ultra-elite travel, waits behind layers of security. Inside the aircraft, the world transforms. Instead of the cold efficiency of a typical jet, they enter a floating palace. Velvet-lined corridors curve into open lounges furnished with Italian marble tables, Himalayan salt walls, and hand-woven Persian carpets chosen specifically for their color therapy qualities. Aromas of warm vanilla and sandalwood blend subtly through the air system. A private chef greets them with a midnight tasting menu. Truffle scrambled eggs, caviar pearls on soft brioche, rosemary-infused honey drizzled over fresh fruit, and a chocolate soufflé crowned with 24-karat edible gold. The bedroom suite feels like a boutique hotel suspended in the clouds. A hydro-massage tub sits beside a panoramic window, offering a view of the early dawn rising across the horizon. As the jet ascends, the world below dissolves into soft blue shadows. Selena leans into Benny's shoulder, the silence around them thick and peaceful. Their phones remain powered off, tucked into a sealed pouch. For the first time in months, the world cannot reach them, and it feels perfect. The jet dips lower until the ocean's turquoise surface reflects against the windows like a sheet of polished glass. Beneath them emerges the structure whispered about by only a handful of billionaires, a private floating resort engineered to function as a self-contained utopia. Shaped like a modern superyacht but stretching wider than a football field, it glistens under the sun, its metallic curves blending with the sea like a mirage brought to life. A tender boat lifts them from the jet and carries them toward the floating palace. Soft music plays from hidden speakers embedded along the dock. An onboard staff of 120 waits to welcome them, each person dressed in linen uniforms and offering fresh orchids, coconut water chilled on Himalayan ice, and trays of tropical fruit grown in the resort's onboard botanical lab. The air carries a faint scent of jasmine, released through a filtration system that adjusts mood-enhancing aromas based on guest preferences. Their suite is suspended above the water, a 15,000-square-foot glass villa with a retractable roof, indoor koi streams, and a bed positioned to face the endless horizon. The floors glow from beneath as schools of colorful fish glide through the water below. A private infinity pool stretches outward, its edge blending seamlessly with the sea. As sunset paints the sky in tangerine colors, the entire structure illuminates from below, turning the floating palace into a moonlit island. Selena and Benny explore barefoot, laughing at how surreal the world feels. This place isn't just luxury. It's magic disguised as architecture. The floating palace operates like a dream machine, able to transform every hour into something entirely new. A private concierge designs a schedule filled with experiences reserved for royalty. Yet Selena and Benny treat it gently, choosing spontaneity instead of strict plans. Their first adventure arrives in the form of a crystal-domed submersible valued at over $50 million. Its transparent shell offers a 360-degree view of the underwater world, making the ocean feel like a living planetarium. As they descend beneath the surface, sunlight fragments into beams that dance across coral gardens. Schools of neon fish swirl like liquid rainbows. A giant manta ray glides past gracefully, wings moving like silk underwater. At one point, a blue whale drifts so close that its deep, resonant call vibrates through the sub like a heartbeat. Selena presses her hand to the glass, awestruck. Chef-curated dining becomes its own adventure. One evening, a culinary master from Kyoto arrives by helicopter to create a multi-course tasting experience inspired by the couple's relationship. The dishes tell a story, flavors from cities where they shared memories, spices that remind them of childhood favorites, and desserts crafted to symbolize commitment, luck, and unity. At night, stargazing becomes sacred. Astronomers set up a $3 million telescope system on the top deck, allowing them to see Saturn's rings and Jupiter's swirling storms with jaw-dropping clarity. Wrapped in blankets and surrounded by candle-lit lanterns, they whisper dreams, laugh at inside jokes, and marvel at how far they've journeyed, both in life and in love. Midway through their escape, the floating palace drifts toward an uncharted region of the ocean where a rare natural phenomenon occurs, a disappearing island that only surfaces during certain tidal phases. The crew refers to it in hushed tones, as if speaking too loudly might cause it to vanish. It is pure, untouched nature. No buildings, no docks, no tourists, just shimmering white sand, palm clusters, and crystal-clear water that sparkles like liquid diamonds. A sleek helicopter lifts Selena and Benny from the deck and lands softly on the island's highest sandy ridge. They step out barefoot, feeling the warm grains between their toes. A private beach oasis has been prepared for them. Silk-draped canopies, artisan-crafted wooden loungers, fresh fruit boards carved from coconut shells, and a grand piano placed improbably on the beach. Benny begins to play gentle melodies, the ocean waves serving as percussion. Selena wanders closer to the shore, collecting seashells and laughing each time a playful wave chases her feet. The entire scene feels unreal, like a movie set designed by nature itself. As evening arrives, lanterns are released into the sky, floating upward until they resemble new stars forming above the horizon. Dinner is cooked over a live fire pit using local ingredients, fresh fish, exotic fruits, and spices carried from the floating palace. They eat with their feet in the sand, holding hands as the sun melts into the ocean. By dawn, the island slowly retreats into the sea again, leaving behind nothing but memories and footprints soon erased by the tide. The final morning arrives with a gentle pink sunrise stretching across the horizon. The floating palace hums quietly, preparing for departure. Staff gather discreetly, organizing luggage, refreshing the jet's supplies, and ensuring the experience ends with the same seamless perfection it began with. Selena sits at the far edge of the deck, legs dangling over the water, watching dolphins swim alongside the platform as if escorting them to the next chapter. Benny snaps a few photos, not for the world, but for them alone. Each moment feels precious, almost fragile. The silence, the freedom, the weightlessness of being away from the public eye, all of it wraps around them like a protective shield they aren't ready to shed. Their custom Dreamliner waits nearby, gleaming under the morning sun. Before boarding, the head concierge hands them a sealed envelope filled with handwritten letters from the staff, small messages of gratitude, well wishes, and memories shared quietly throughout their stay. It's a humble gesture, contrasting beautifully with the extravagant world they've inhabited. As they step onto the jet, the floating palace powers down, sinking into its low-energy mode, almost as if it's going to sleep. The engines start, and within minutes they are ascending through layers of soft pink and gold clouds. Hours later, Los Angeles comes into view. Noise returns. Flashing cameras. Crowds. The reality of fame. Yet when Selena and Benny walk off the jet hand in hand, they carry a calmness that no crowd can break. They know they've returned from a world that wasn't just luxurious, it was theirs alone. Thanks for watching this cinematic deep dive into Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's fictional billion-dollar honeymoon escape. This video captures the magic of what a truly private, dreamlike getaway could look like for two people who live under constant public attention. If you enjoyed the storytelling, the luxurious details, and the imagination behind this journey, Make sure you hit subscribe for more celebrity lifestyle films, fantasy breakdowns, and high-end travel stories. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. See you in the next video.